Hello, Assalamualaikum. We live right now. Let me just check for a while. Macam mana nak check? Ini ikut. Okay lah. Alright. So actually, this is a continuation of the few days ago punya streaming lah. So hari tu kita stream. We did a bit of groundwork lah on what to do with Waringate domain. So I shared with you about how I bought this domain for RM1. So Sijangkang community is a neighborhood where I'm living lah. So the domain itself, sijangkang.my, was purchased for RM1 from Exabytes. I'm pretty sure the offer is already expired, but don't worry. I believe next month for Malaysia Day, they will usually make another promotion of RM1. So you can watch beforehand, and then also and this work particularly to any domain. So I know some domain provider, Pogban, Namesilo, Namecheap, and so on, they are offering domains as cheap as $1 for the first year. So you can purchase any domains that you want for just $1. Some of the provider, I'm not sure, Namesilo or Namecheap, they are just offering for like you can even pay using Touch 'n Go, so it's very easy. And then, like I said, this is a good practice lah. So when you purchase a domain, and then at least for 1 year, you can try to leverage the best you can for the domain. And then, of course, during renewals, if you feel like this is just a half-hearted project, you don't want to continue anymore, then you can just let the domain expire lah. So otherwise, if this grow into something that really a lot of users are doing it, and you have a way to monetize it, then you can start thinking about that you should be able to renew it for the next year already. Okay, so sijangkang.my community. So I purchased the domain on the Exabyte. I show already on how you can map the name server to Cloudflare. The reason is that you can use Cloudflare for a lot of things, not just for DNS records and DNS resolver, but you can use Cloudflare for database, you can use Cloudflare for workers, you can use Cloudflare for practically anything, private network tunnels and so on. So that's why I'm quite a fan of Cloudflare, and I believe you should able to know about Cloudflare and know how to use it lah. So we create a new account on the Cloudflare. We already map the DNS, and then we initiate Cloudflare Pages. So I show about pages. So Sijangkang website page, which is mapped to the domain, and I also show how I can deploy a worker. That's as a to-do list to generate a to-do list. So basically, and the to-do list, right, I'm pretty sure we add something on the to-do list last week, but apparently not appearing. Doesn't matter, it's just on how I just demonstrate on the template that you can use for Cloudflare lah. So the way we did last time is that we create a Cloudflare pages, and then I also have shown on how you can register for GitHub, and then create your first GitHub repo lah. So you have a GitHub account, and then you have a GitHub repo. I demonstrated a bit on how you can use GitHub Copilot agent lah, but then I personally not a fan of GitHub Copilot punya agent. You can see how I struggled during last live session. So it looked quite was stupid lah. So it's okay. I mean, maybe the way I'm not used to it. Maybe the way I'm using it is wrong. So yeah. So we already set up a CI/CD. CI/CD means there continuous improvement, continuous integration, and also continuous development lah. Meaning to say that anything that we make changes to the repo, we commit to the main branch, and then it will be picked up by the Cloudflare pages deployments, and then it will automatically push into live. Yeah, so we have this is I haven't gone much into branching yet. So we already use one pipeline lah, one production pipeline. because this is just a new website, and then we are the only developers, and then we don't really distinguish between a production and also a live environment. We don't really distinguish between a live and also a development environment. So yeah, I believe for the time being we can just push everything live to production. Yeah, so this is kind of way like bungee jumping lah. But it's good for you, for anyone who want to learn lah. But of course, for proper client, a proper site web and so on, you would want to have a different environment, and then you want to have a proper I would say release punya tu lah, proper versioning lah, and then you can release accordingly. So otherwise, we'll just push directly on this. Okay. So right now today, it's already at 10:15 a.m. So for those who actually just started to watch this live, this is just a part of my. I would say I just started this earlier last week. So like I mentioned before, I'm using live stream as part of my body doubling. I'm supposed to do some work today, but at the same time I want to be sharing something. So the work that I'll be doing for myself is a client work, so I'm not going to share any screen on that, don't worry. But usually the structure of this live stream is that first 5 to 10 minutes I introduce myself macam ni, and then I introduce what we are going to do in the first 15 minutes. So and then I'll just silently continue doing my work while keeping the live stream on. So if you're just if you're watching this recorded, then you can expect that after 15 to half an hour, then it's just going to be me doing work alone lah. Otherwise, I think you can learn something on the next 15 minutes. So my name is Shamirul. I'm a doctor turned developer. So this is my live stream. Alright, so I recap already what we did last week. So last week we have a domain sijangkang.my, we have a Git repo, and then we have a Cloudflare where the code can be pushed to live. So right now I want to introduce about Claude Code. Last time we did install Cloud before, but then this is a free tier lah. So free tier does not come with Cloud Code or Cloud Cowork. So I'm not asking you to subscribe to the pro, at least or not at this stage. So the best idea is the best way to learn is to use whatever you can for free first lah. So there are a lot of resources there for free. You already spend $1 to buy the domain name, it's okay. But then if you understand it correctly, you can already register Cloudflare even without a domain name, and then you can already deploy, for example, this website on a domain that is provided by the Cloudflare, which is the pages.dev. Okay, so but if you want a proper domain name, so at least you put some motivation there lah. You feel more excited, you feel more motivated to learn and also to practice. So today's 15 minutes, so it's 10:17 already. I need to start the work at 10:30 lah. So I will show you on how you can install a Cloud Code on this machine. So this is a VM Windows 11. It's a virtual machine, so it's a virtual box lah technically. So this is kind of like my sandbox lah. So everything is here is on the new. So I created a new Gmail account and also a very fresh sandbox. So what I want to show you for this session is that how you want to get started with Cloud Code even on your free tiers, and then how we can connect it to we call it as a third party AI provider lah, or third party LLM provider, which is OpenRouter. So I want to introduce you to OpenRouter. Okay, but first thing first, let's create an OpenRouter account. So I don't know, everyone have learned about OpenRouter before. So OpenRouter, so basically when we talk about LLM, there are a lot of LLM out there. We can call it as a closed source or an open source. Some closed source LLM that famous that we know is ChatGPT. To be clear, ChatGPT is the name of the product. The agent itself, the model itself is a GPT lah. GPT, I'm not sure, I haven't followed so much GPT before. I think GPT 4 or 5 already, 5 right there, if I'm not mistaken. At the same time, we have a different providers. The top one is of course ChatGPT by OpenAI. Second is Anthropic, that also is developer for Claude, and also their flagship model, Claude Opus, Claude Sonnet. Yep. And then there is also so-called Chinese-based model or Eastern side model, for example, DeepSeek, Quen, and so on. Previously, I used to, I used to be a fan of Mistral before. Mistral is French, if I'm mistaken. It's French provider. Okay, so this is all AI provider that you can use their product. For example, ChatGPT is a product, it's chat interface. Claude itself, Claude AI, Claude App is a product. Claude Code itself is a product. For different segments lah. But then at the end, at the core of their model is their own what we call as the inference model lah, on how you can use leverage as the enabler layer. They have a different implementation layer. This is an enabling layer and the model layer lah. On a more technical side, you can also self-host your own open source LLM. But then you will need either a physical hardware or you need to rent a hardware somewhere to host your own LLM. This is particularly true if especially you have concern about privacy. You have a client who wants we say that air gap solution. You don't want you are dealing with PIIs, you're dealing with a lot of sensitive like healthcare or military or finance, then you might not want to use this third party lah. So among all of them, OpenRouter is actually one provider. They are not affiliated especially with any of the big cloud providers, but they hosted their own LLM models, usually from both from closed source and also from open source, and then they allow us as a consumer to connect on the implementation layer, which is their own API endpoint lah. So the pricing itself can be slightly markup if you're using directly lah. For example, if I use my API directly with Cloud API, so I believe it will be much cheaper lah. Not much lah, I mean maybe slightly cheaper. Operator maybe they mark up a bit lah, but at the same time it is good. For example, if you need access to multiple models, you need to switch, and then Operator also provide a lot of stuff, and they keep adding more features and more stuff lah. I just learned that earlier this month that you can already initiate a Hermes or a OpenClaw agent directly from OpenRouter. So maybe that will be another lesson for a different session lah. For right now, let's just register an OpenRouter account. Okay, so OpenRouter account you can register for free. They have listed of some free LLM endpoint. So you can see the top one feature model Fable, the latest one GPT 5.6, the latest, and also by Meta lah. Oh, I never heard about this first one. Okay, so basically you can just register without entering your any payment card. They have a list of free tier LLM model that you can use. Okay, so let's just try first. Okay, so we log in using, we're going to log in using our our email that we created before lah. Okay, that's it. Itu je. That's it, dah register. Now you have your own account, so nothing much you need to do. Just mint a new key lah. Now we can call this a sijangkang Claude Code key. So no expiration, just leave everything behind macam ni saja. So you have this key. So whenever you say a beginner lah, whenever you work with a key, always treat key as a something very secret lah. Now, for example, this live stream, now you already see the key. Now, so whenever I top up some accounts, somebody out there who are watching this recorded live stream can already extract this key and use this key to access my OpenRouter account and drain my account clean. So that's why that's why we are using this dummy account lah. So we are not going to top up anything. So even if this key exposed, you can we can I'm not so worried lah, because this is not tied to a real payment account. Or maybe I want to set a new API key. It's okay, doesn't matter, we'll just close it. I did not really save that key, so I am intending to get to revoke the key lah. So this is a individual side project. So the API key dan tadi tu dah ditunjuk, so I just copy, dah tak apalah, but I will get a new one lah. This one also you can just continue saja, don't worry. Payment, oh, okay. So they just want a Malaysia. Do they want an address or just a payment? I did not remember they were asking this before. So we just put a Kuala Lumpur lah. This is something that I used to do lah kalau tak nak skip. But I'm not sure whether we have to enter or not. I'm hoping not lah, because otherwise okay, you can just skip lah. I'll do this later. Okay. So you agak lah you tengok daripada YouTube. So you share YouTube. Okay. Alright, so go to dashboard. So you can see there is one API key already, the one that I'm already exposed. The one that I'm already exposed masa awal-awal tadi. Oh, actually dua. Oh, okay. So both actually you want to delete lah, sebab somebody already seen this recording and also have already exposed it. So instead I want is to add a new key. Okay, so I want to let it expire, for example 7 days. So this way next week, after our session is finished, then the key is expired already. Or even I might say expire 1 hour lah. So I will replace with a permanent key after the recording, so that no one can see it. So one can get my own lah. So this one we can call it sijangkang di RM1 lah. Alright, so create, and then I copy this, and then okay. So this is an API key for 1 hour only. Okay. Alright, so I'll already still copy it. Oh yeah. Okay, so I already have the key. So the thing about key is most thing that involve API key you can only see once, and then you cannot copy already. So I already copied just now. So let me just paste it into a notepad. And this is important as well. Like I said, treat this as a password, like a password. So it means that don't leave it somewhere open, don't leave it in any screenshot, don't leave it in your GitHub files, because you will get sync over. Okay, so like now, how to start with Claude Code on Windows. Already 10:37, so just going to do this quick lah. So on Windows, we are using terminal, but Windows have their own PowerShell lah. So I'll be using a PowerShell. Let me see. But first, let's just go through how the default installation lah. So I don't want to teach something that is already deprecated or not correct. Okay. So because Claude Code is very, I would say, evolving. So nowadays, already a new updates, a new way of installation, and then on even between, I'm not using Windows on daily basis lah. My machine is on the Linux, so Linux has a different way of installation lah. And always go directly to the you see there are different website and so on, but you go directly to the official site. Okay, alright. Claude Code. Okay. So right now we have we want this. Let me think. Yeah, we don't want this because this is we already installed before. We want it to install in the CLI. Yeah, this one. Okay. So this is PowerShell command. Okay, so on your Windows you'll be seeing you'll be using this command, or you can open the get started. So different depend on the what you want to use lah. If you desktop app directly lah. So I don't want to install using desktop app because it requires a paid subscription. So I want to install it as a native install. So we are using this Windows PowerShell. Okay, so on your Windows you can get access to your PowerShell. Let me see. So this one is a Windows PowerShell. If I'm mistaken, you have to run as an administrator, but let's just run as the guest first. Okay. So this is a PowerShell. It's like this is what we call as a terminal interface. Now, for those who are new to programming, new to web programming, don't be scared by all those things lah. So it looks like really like a hacker punya style kan. Tapi you're not hacking anything pun. Most of the time you'll be more. I myself I'm more comfortable working using terminal with a lot of with most of my agent and so on. So I want to copy this command. Want to spell straight away paste here. By right, you should ask you to install Git as well, but let's see whether Claude can detect it or not, because otherwise we have to set up Git CLI. CLI means command line interface. So this is a CLI lah, command line. Okay. Alright. Okay. So it does mention that opening system properties environment. Okay lah. We should use this lah. We should follow what is said. Right. System properties. Okay. Dan dekat mana dia kata environment hardware advanced environment variables. Okay. It looks quite scary, but don't be scared lah. This is part of the configuration. So seperti environment variables, and then we want to path, user path. Okay, so new name. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is path. So we want to new and add above. So we want to add this. Okay, when we highlight, it's already copied. No, so we have to highlight it. It's already 10:32. Oh my god. Okay, then start your terminal. So exit. Okay. So let's see. We want to start terminal by running PowerShell again. Alright. Okay, and then we test using Claude. Can you detect Claude? Okay, so it does not detect our terminal. Okay. Actually, RM again actually, that you can check again. I'm trying to be as snoop as I can lah. I mean, I know I can just navigate to the bin and also update it. Yeah, but then it will not be correct lah. Now I want you to be able to learn more. Okay. System properties. Edit user path. Ada apa-apa dan restart terminal. Okay, maybe we need to restart our VC or something lah. Doesn't matter. We just want to use. We can just use this command lah to start. Okay. So right now it's already. We can just clear, and then we run this directly lah. So this is how you start your Cloud Code. So we're just using the same, and then we want to use okay, at this stage how we want to set up how to use OpenRouter as your Cloud Code provider. Okay, so in this situation we can just use of course subscription first. Okay, but they ask you to log in but we know that this is our account, so we don't have subscription, so we can just bypass this lah. Alright, so we did need to change some setting if you want to use the OpenRouter punya setting. Let me show you how we can use lah. So there are few command that we must use. We can set environment lah, system environment that we must use in order to allow. I think we can just put here lah. Okay. So variable name that we want to use is anthropic base underscore URL, and then value you want to put https slash openrouter.ai slash API. Okay, and then we want to use a new system variable anthropic underscore auth underscore token. Okay, this is where we want to store our key. Okay, so like I said, this key only valid for 1 hour, so you have to change it into a permanent key lah. So this key will be stored only for this machine. Okay, and then we have to set another one, anthropic underscore API underscore key. Our value we just want to it as a empty, one space saja. Okay. Alright. So another thing that we want to set is of course our setting lah. I want to see. I'm not sure on the Windows lah. So bear with me because I'm not quite familiar with Windows. Okay. So you need to show hidden files. Okay, we have the settings.json. So when we are using AI, when using basic programming, you will find a lot of JSON lah, Java. This is something structured object notation or something lah, if I'm mistaken. So you can open actually with Notepad, and you can see the setting here. Okay, so right now you will want to add what model you want to use lah. So for example, a free tier model that we can use is DeepSeek. So I want to add as a model. DeepSeek slash DeepSeek dash R1. Alright. Just save saja jadi. Alright, just save this and then let's try again. Oh sorry. then we can just use this one lah. It will enable the Anthropic API, but we are not topping up anything, so it should able to. Okay, skip for now. Okay, just authorize first, because we want just to get the initial setting entered. Alright, so okay, login successful, press enter continue, just yes first. Okay, so already you can see is we are searching on the model of DeepSeek R1. Yeah, and then I want to see let's use status. Okay, so login manage key of taken. Alright, I'm not sure whether we are using OpenRouter or not lah. But right now we can try something. Identify yourself. We see either you can make a connection to the endpoint or not. Oh, okay. So see, it is connected to the Anthropic punya setting. So most likely our setting here is not our Claude setting is not picking up the latest punya API endpoint. So we have to update system variable directly kat sini lah. So what I want to do is I want to add a new env key. So this one I want to add underscore base underscore URL. So this one, okay, this one kita letak tadi dah. And then we want the second variable to be anthropic underscore of underscore token. Okay, this one kita akan letak yang punya key tadi, and then the third one is anthropic underscore API underscore key. So this one yang kita akan letakkan dia as a empty. Okay. Alright. Don't worry about the indentation lah. That's why dia akan Anthropic dia akan automatically edit it. So kita copy balik key tadi. So kita paste dekat sini, and then kita save. Then kita close. Okay. So this one kita exit. Kalau nak exit kena /exit. Okay, clear up. By right kita kena start PowerShell lah, tapi kita just start balik lah. Manage key on set. Let me check a new update on. Maybe I'm using a different the old method already. So we can search here OpenRouter, use Claude Code. They have a good documentation actually. So that's why I said that a lot of this method can be oh, okay. So we just need to add this one more append API key. This is why I said that a lot of things are being updated. So maybe the way I thought we did correct already. So maybe we are outdated or something. So we can. Okay, let's just exit this PowerShell first, and then we start a new PowerShell. Okay, so I still wonder why kita tak boleh nak. Ni boleh dah run terus. So sistem 32 lah. DeepSeek lah. Identify yourself. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. So gateway kita ada banyak lah. So you can see all the from gateway. Okay. So this one, of course, from the Anthropic punya tu kita tak nak lah. So dia mahal-mahal. So actually DeepSeek ni tadi ni is no longer on the free tier gateway lah, most likely. So let's see what is on the OpenRouter free tier right now. Sekejap. Okay, so we already logged in. So we want to see what model that we can use for free lah. So this one from pricing, so kita ambil yang free saja. Sorry. Okay, so we have few model that we can use, but this one we want to use with let's see how did they just for programming. Okay, Nemotron is a good lah. I thought I want to use DeepSeek yang elok sikit, but apparently they only give us free all Nemotron 3.5 lightning, so we can try to use this lah. Okay, so is it there in the model selection? First kita tengok dulu adalah model selection ke tak. Kalau tak ada, kita kena check sendiri. So not really there, so we have to edit directly from the setting lah. So kita exit je dulu. Okay, so basically kita nak guna model yang ni, so kita klik yang ni je, copy. Dia akan copy the name of the model lah. So and then kita buka balik dekat setting kita tadi, edit in notepad. So this model kita update dengan yang tadi ni, and then we save. Okay, save, tutup. So kita run PowerShell baru. Okay, and then CD you can return, sorry, so it's there already. So we run Cloud directly dekat sini. Okay, so we are already using the NVIDIA Nemotron 3.5 lightning. It should be a free model, but we can try test lah. Identify yourself. Apparently OpenAI, dia tak connect. It's a custom model, not from gateway. Let's see, is there any oh, I think because our initial tu dah cache, so we have to log out first and then try masuk balik. Oh, error terus dia bagi. API usage link. Supposed to be a free model there. I'm not sure whether OpenRouter dah tak bagi kot. 5.6 Tera, can it identify yourself? Yeah, that's the thing. OpenRouter. Let's search if there's any new OpenRouter free model for Claude Code. Huh. I think it revoked our model on this one lah. So kita try paste balik yang model tadi and then save. Okay, that's it. And then try masuk balik. Okay, define yourself. Okay, should work right now. Okay, so basically we are forcing it to use this model lah, walaupun dia tak masuk dalam model listing yang tadi. But free model are usually quite stupid lah. Not good lah. I mean not bad lah. You can comment M1 was trained by NVIDIA researchers a language model blah blah. Okay, so right now we got the Claude Code running already and already 10:49. So I just want to take another 10 minutes lah. Now let's just take another 10 minutes to connect with our repo. Okay, so we can give some context to this agent already. Now you can say that this is a fresh Windows installation inside the VM box. First, let's init. You are running Cloud Code inside the PowerShell. First, let's get this machine ready with Git. Okay. Kalau previously macam masa saya dekat 42 school dulu, Git is one of the first thing we have to learn lah on ourselves on how to set up a Git to your own computer. So this is actually the basic thing as a programmer need to do. But then at the same time, because nowadays semua ada AI, so as long as you can get an agent AI running, you can tell the agent what they need to do. Okay, but the thing is you already need to know lah what is the step that is needed to do. Okay, so for your first ni kita nak connect dengan repo kita dekat GitHub ya. Okay, so kita sini di Git and off with our GitHub. Okay, so right now dia tengah running dekat Windows System 32. But you want to change to a different folder, semua pun boleh. Yeah. So this is a sandbox machine. That's why I don't mind running it in the system directly. But if you want to specify specific folder and so on, you can and you should lah. In fact, let me show you on how we can build that lah. So kita cancel kejap yang ini. So kita copy siap-siap prompt ni in case kita nak guna lupa. Okay, so copy je lah. So and then kita exit je dulu. So after all kita just nak proof yang dia working je. So right now you are in the system 32. This is your core Windows system. You don't want that lah. So you can create a folder for yourself. Semua dekat dokumen ni. Lalu kita create new folder. Okay, let's put it as a sijangkang.dev. Sorry, tak boleh sijangkang.dev. And then you can just click and then open in terminal. So dia akan buka terus dekat dokumen sini. Okay, and then you can terus run Claude dekat sini. Okay, so you can trust this folder lah. This way you are restricting whatever the agent is doing inside this folder only. I think it's acceptable lah. Sebab kita nak cuba nak buat web development saja. Kita tak ada nak touch anything on the system level lagi. Okay, so kita paste balik yang tadi tu. So kita just bagi tahu je. Okay, okay, so dia akan suggest lah. See, even Nemotron pun dia ada two ways doing it lah. Tadi dia recommend guna Choco. Kalau dekat Windows kita boleh guna Chocolatey lah tu as the part of the installer. Dia pun quite new lah. Dulu kita guna Windows Store saja. Sekarang ni kita ada Winget, kita dah ada Chocolatey. So this one dia saja guna Winget lah. Winget. I personally suka Winget lah. So tekan yes sekali. So what the agent is doing is usually install the Git lah to set up for Git authentication. Okay, so this is another thing that I think worth mentioning lah. So when we mention about GitHub, Git is the tool. GitHub is the provider. Yeah. So GitHub is github.com lah. So dia ada company dia. I think owned by Microsoft, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this is where you can use as a free tool and so on. But later, if you have a big, you're in the big company, or you want to have self-host, I mean you want to own your own code, then you might want to use other providers such as GitLab lah. Contoh GitLab. Yeah. Or even self-hosted GitLab. But the tool itself the same, Git. So okay. Yeah, so we are installing GitHub on the system level. That's why they're asking permission untuk reach to the system folder. So and then permission to add environment. This one you should add the option yes, and don't ask again. So for melibatkan sistem, then kita nak yes je lah, kita tak nak dia don't ask again. So everything that touching the system, dia akan prompt kita. So awal-awal ni macam nak set username semua ni, so nampak renyah lah sikit, tapi you just do a one time work lah. Okay. Not sure what they are choosing to for as a username lah. Kalau kita set manually, then kita sendiri kena decide apa username apa semua. So apparently dia dah decidkan untuk kita. Okay. So right now they just nak get the Git CLI running je. So this Nemotron is quite stupid lah. Tak apa je. Sebab ni adalah cara malas nak set up sendiri. Kalau set up sendiri, kalau dah jadi rutin set up benda ni, sekejap je 2-3 command dia dah ready dah Git dah. Dia kena last. Okay. And also this Nemotron is not good, it's a free tier. So I'm not sure dia punya last. So tu dia tanya sebenarnya, tak boleh dia jawab dulu. Dia sendiri pun tak tahu bila cut off point dia. Tak apalah. Dah start something ni. Tadi dia tanya something tadi. So kita tak run setup kat Cloud Code tadi lah. Kalau tak dia shoot ni lah, Ctrl O untuk tengok dia cuba run satu persatu. Semua exit code 1. Sekarang ni dia nak authenticate. Ok lah, dia guna nama di RMSR. Ok lah, dia guna nama username dekat Windows ni. Usually kalau I'm working on a project, sometimes this side project I biar dia jalan saja sementara I buat my own work. Especially kalau dah tahu dia guna SSH, no, Ikut lah, boleh lah. There are 3 ways lah you want to connect a machine to a GitHub. Sama ada you guna SSH, or you guna HTTP, ataupun you guna official CLI lah, GH, GH authentication. I personally, masa belajar kat 42 school tu, dia ajar guna SSH. It is a more secure way lah, so it allows the connection only from this machine, this PC. Oh, pukul 11 dah. So it's okay, kita biar dia run je dulu, sementara kita nak connect ke repo. But I do need to start on my work lah, so I maybe look a bit distracted right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's generate SSK. So kita have to add the SSK manually dekat GitHub. Then only kita boleh view. So I have to add it manually lah. So before the proceed, let's see. So you want to add the GitHub code. This one supposedly to do outside of recording lah. So I'll just, you can see the SSH key already. Letaklah kejap. So kita dia kata dah copy ke ni, copy ke? Okay, good. So dia dah copy ke clipboard, so kita just add je. Okay, dia dah add. So by right, dia dah boleh terus running. Ready made already, free model per day. Okay, so it's okay, kita boleh park kat sini. So next, that's the limitation of free tier lah. So you can run only so many tool calls and so on per day. So even OpenRouter pun dia ada limit dia lah. So you can top up to get, I think if I'm mistaken, the free tier OpenRouter dia hanya bagi 50 turn. So mungkin dah 50 kali lah. So dia dah sampai ke rate limit lah. Tapi if you add a payment method, just add je, tak payah top up pun, then it can bump up the limit to 1000 already. And then 1000 you can do a lot of things with the Nemotron already. Tapi Nemotron, like I said, is already on the, I would say, lama lah. Lama maksudnya it's not as good as other recent or latest LLM. the one they're using is DeepSeek lah, DeepSeek V1 R4 mistaken, the latest one. Oh, this is DeepSeek yang keempat, DeepSeek V4. This is said to be one of the cheapest nowadays. So you can try to explore that lah, and then you can add it as a model, and if or configure the endpoint. That's how you want to switch Cloud Code using different endpoint. Okay, so to recap, for this session I showed you already how to get a Git set up for your machine. Okay, okay, now show you how to get a Git set up on your machine, and then show you how to install the Cloud Code. Next session, maybe next week, show you how you can ask the Git to download from the repo lah. You can do it manually. I can even show you manually, but then my aim or objective is to show you how you can work with an agent, because you will do a lot of work with the agent before after this lah. That's how you know whether the agent is doing a good thing or not lah. Macam ni, I'm not saying this is a good thing lah, but it take way too long to get into this. Enough 50 turn, and then you end up depleted your token just for a simple task of setting up Git. I would say simple task because kalau buat sendiri benda ni tak makan masa, tak sampai 5 minit pun. So then it won't be like this long lah. Yeah. So this is the pros and cons lah. I mean, we are moving towards an AI punya world. That's why I do believe yang those who can do things manually, tak kira lah professional apa sekalipun, programmer ke, illustrator, artist ke, student, teachers ke apa ke, knowing on how to do things manually is important, because if you can do it on your own, you can do it on your own, and you can also tengok AI buat macam mana. The thing about AI, especially when it's running macam ni, sometimes they are already tuned or configured to take a longer route, because the longer route they took means more token. Means more token, then you have to use more, and then you finish your token faster, and then you have to top up. So at the end of the day, this is the motivation that LLM provider, LLM companies are built on. Alternative, of course, self-hosting your own model, the model that you are trusted, open source model that you know that is not fine-tuned that way. But there are still pros and cons lah between flagship closed source model dengan open source model, all the benchmarking and so on. There was even a rumors yang certain models are fine-tuned just to be able to cheat on those benchmarking score, so but not in the real life score. So that's why, or real life usage. So this is another reason why a lot of model exists, but at the end of the day, you want something that you can work with, but knowing the tools, knowing the basic knowledge is how you know to which one to select, how you know the quality of the output and whether it fits your needs or not. Okay, so so far I just I think I'll just let it I think I will even exit here, and then we can continue later on connecting to this sijangkang.my. Okay, so I'll just keep the live stream open because I need to do work lah. Alright, I think I want to take the break here lah, because I'm not feeling quite well. The weather recently, especially this week, is not that good. There's some heat wave going, and air pollution index is also quite bad now, or persistently over 100. And I'm quite sensitive to these suits or haze. When I woke up yesterday, particularly, I woke up with a severe headache and sore throat and runny nose. That's when I know already that even in the morning I can smell the burning, the burning odor scent. So today I'm already taking all my meds, all of my antihistamines, and I'm on lozenges at all time to soothe the throat. Anyway, so a brief about this project I'm having with this one company. So I'm doing this automation system, some sort like inventory or intake, outtake process with different suppliers, and then distribution channels and so on. So it's quite complex. The project has been going on for 6 weeks, almost entering 8 weeks now. The development process is almost ending, as in we are already in the user acceptance test. So we are in the middle of UAT. So all issues that and also improvements requiremends has been fulfilled. So right now the system is running autonomously on its own, and I'm just monitoring the back end, as in to detect if there is any error or any lagging, any issues. Otherwise, that's how usually I arrange my work with a client lah, because I don't want to be the kind of vendor or the kind of contractor that provide a product. We build something, I hand off the thing, and then that's it. Just wash my hand and step out. So what I'm providing is a service in the sense that it has a proper step. So the first step, second step, third step, deployment, the UAT. So UAT means that the system is running live with the live person. So there is the entire department that I'm have to keep in touch for each and one of them, making sure they are onboarded correctly, they know how to navigate through the system, they know how to change the settings and so on, answer the questions on what is the use case of this and that, any edge cases, fringe cases, error handlings. And then only when everything is sorted out, they are I'm triaging between issues and requests, what should be scoped as a new request, what is scoped as the current product requirement, JRD. And then once by the end of this week or even next week is to conclude the UAT, and then we can properly hand off as in that signaling that the client satisfied with our product. That's always been my principle. I don't want client to feel like I'm giving them a half-ass job or half completed product, cincai product, no lah. So I'm giving them a full service, polish according to what they need, according to the value that they require, and only when it is fulfilled, then I will properly hand off and conclude the engagement, payment and so on. So hand off this. So this week is just letting the system running autonomously, and at the same time I have to prepare the documentations lah. This is another principle of mine lah when I'm running this small solo consulting IT punya stuff lah. When I'm building something, I don't want a vendor login. Vendor login is in that oh, you engage me to build this, so next time if there's any problem and so on, so you must engage me again. So no lah, there is a vendor login. Usually that's, I learned that, especially based on my experience, that's how IT companies kind of like survive. I mean, they can charge lower fee for entrance, develop dependencies with the client, and then whenever client want to adjust just a simple one button thing, or just features, small features, then they will quote a hefty amount of it. So this is something that I don't feel good lah doing it. I know it's necessary in the sense that of the business point of view, but then at the same time, this is the reason why I don't want to enforce a vendor login to my client. So they should be able to have a complete documentation on where the system is running, the source code, the how to access the server directly, how to modify this and that. Of course, it's not a detail like step by step. That it shows that whenever that we are not sure yet on the engagement whether the vendor wants me to continue maintaining the service. Usually my proposal will include a development phase and also a maintenance phase. It's a recurrent monthly maintenance phase. So but then it's up to the vendor whether they want to engage in the maintenance, like a retainer lah, retainer monthly fee, or they want to engage one off kind of fee. But then if a one off, then it will be at the higher rate lah. So even the small stuff also can be on a higher rate. But if it's just on the maintenance, then I'm providing a continuous maintenance of the system, optimizing all the required cleanups, pruning, purging, and so on, and especially on products that requires automations, because automations, it touches a lot of different moving parts, moving APIs, moving services, so whenever a one service got updated, then the whole automation can breaks. So this is why this is important to have a regular maintenance and to keep up with the latest changes lah. So this is why a monthly maintenance is offered. But then of course, like I said, no vendor login. If they opt not to engage, on the monthly retainer, then I'll provide all the documentations required, so that whenever they need to have the system updated, patch or fix, they can either re-engage with me again or re-engage someone else, to quote them a new price. So it is up to the vendor, not of course. So that's why I want it to be the way I'm doing things lah, so that no vendor are not treated like a hostage for their own system. They paid for it, they will get it. It is their own. I won't claim any ransom or something like that lah. No lah. So that's why this week I'll have to prepare a good documentation on how to log in, on how to see the code, how to adjust things on the back end sides. So that's what I need to do lah, especially over the weekend. So I have already started on it. Did not manage to finish them all today. So hopefully I can do more tomorrow and also over the weekend. Otherwise, I think this morning has been a very good session. I want to take a rest for a while and then get up on other works. Thank you for anyone who stays watching this. I don't think there's anyone who is still here lah. It's good lah actually, so I can build my confidence and my cadence first, and then we let this channel or this live stream session organically improve. Thank you.